Hello, and today we'll start the fourth video for Soulcreek. This is where the MC begins his third full day in the village with Logan. Now watch and copy. He's not seriously going to brush his teeth with a twig, is he? Oh wow, he is. I watch with amazement as he chews on the tip of the stick. Chewing to it is like this. He shows me his twig. The tip has become frayed like bristles. This is what it's come to, Alex, eating sticks. I reluctantly bite the tip of the twig until it looks the same as his. It's deeply unpleasant, like mustard on straw. Logan takes his cup of mouthwash and pours it into his mouth, washing it around without so much as a wince. He motions that I should do the same. His cheeks balloon outwards comically. With a growing resignation, I pour the grotesque concoction into my mouth. This, as I feared, is emasculatingly vile. How does he put up with this every day? When he spits the mixture out onto the ground, I will rapidly do the same. Ugh. What flavor is this? Vodka and puke is better than bleeding gums. Well, I'm a black one. The first service I'm going to invoke my white for is a decent Zephyr toothbrush. I already have one. I meant a clean one. I continue working the bristled twig around my teeth. Come, we'll go to the hot spring. We continue picking at our teeth with our brush sticks as I follow him away from the lodge. Tonight we'll remove the stitches. Cool. Yeah, cool. He's looking at me with a blank expression. Well, I mean good. It's a Zephyr saying, I guess. Cool, it means good. Humans are strange. Why are we strange? You have no fur. So? He will smile. It is strange. Well, you're strange to me too. He scowls contemptuously at me. I'm not strange. Logan walks away before I can answer. This air too again. Logan hands me a leather skin water bag to wash my mouth out with as we walk. I do so gladly, relieved to free from the taste of licking a forest floor. Engaged in the musculature of his upper back flexing beneath his palace he walks. He has a stiff tranquility that makes him seem really indomitable. His thick altered fur is bristling gently in the bitter cold breeze, his tail swaying with his step. The more time I spend with him, the more I'm getting used to him. He's less unnerving to me now. I start to get more and more curious about his canine features. I gaze at the hefty bulk of his shoulders, watching his pelt simmer gracefully over the contour of his body. I admit it, I do think he's physically attractive despite being kind of an asshole. His sheer size and exotic physique is pretty interesting to me. Not that I'm suggesting I want something to happen. I'm still his acolyte, and we are different species. He probably isn't gay anyway. You're okay. Logan's crystal gaze has locked onto mine as we walk. He looks concerned. Huh? Your face is red. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, it's the cold. The cold turning your face red. Just it's how my skin reacts to the wind. He hums thoughtfully. You really not cold? I'm not cold. Having fur must be nice. The husky just shrugs his shoulders at me, then carries on walking. I get the feeling he'd rather we just walk in silence. We continue marching through the valley, but I'm determined not to let the idle chatter die out this time. How long have you lived up here? Since I became a black miner. And how long is that? 21 years. How old are you? He blinked thoughtfully. I do not know. Seriously? It is hard to keep track. I have at least 30 years, and some more after that. As you lived alone the whole time? His stride gets momentarily slower. Yes. No. Yes. Then out of nowhere he glares at me. I am not lonely. I never said you were. Good. I am not. Okay? His face quickens in the conversation once again. I scowl after him. I'm just trying to be friendly. We come to a dip in a mountainous valley, and my eyes boggle at the sight before me. A beautiful crystal spring of clear, bubbling water sits nestled amidst the gentle hills of that forestry. It sparkles in the bright sunlight, wisps of gentle steam amble upwards into the breeze. Even as I approach the spring, I can feel the pleasant heat from the water glazing my face. This is wow. Others do not come here. Why not? Because he grimaces. Because I'm a black one. So they believe we are tainted. I found the taint of demons that will not use the spring. That makes sense given what Travonia told me yesterday. Black ones are living, walking witnesses of the horrors of the black zones. It goes against the whole ignorance is bliss mentality. And yet most people seem to respect him. I can't quite get my head around it. Are people scared of black ones, or most draconians embrace the black ones, others do not? I see. Either way, it means you get to keep the spring all to yourself. It's good that no one comes here. I kneel down by the water, careful not to agitate my injury, and dip my fingers gently into the still water. It's pretty hot. Not too hot, but it'll certainly be a deep contrast from the heavy cold. I submerge my whole hand, watching the ripples bounce away through the frothing pool with awe. How is it kept warm? There's magma deep in the earth. Aeon calls it geothermal spring. My skin had adjusted to the heat. It feels great. I think this is my favorite place in LA so far. It is mine too. I get up, turn back to Logan. Do you... Whoa. My eyes soak in the sight of him, and I was glowing straight down to a tissue-thin loincloth. Oh no, he is hot. Fuck. Shall we consult the data, or do you want to admit I was right? Fuck off. You're okay? Yeah, fine. I was saying, do you, underwear? Sorry, I mean, you wear, that? Sometimes. Did you bring a towel? Towels to dry. Yes, in the bag. He gets the satchel he brought along. Ah, cool. We continue to stare at each other. My eyes flick up and down him, absorbing his titanic structure more closely than I ever have before. Oh wow, he's so... Something is wrong. Ugh. I'm just staring at him. I should get changed too. Oh no, I'm fine. I can't let him think I'm turned on looking at him. Gotta act normal. Turn my hoodie and turn it off together. Faking confidence, the cold air immediately hits my now topless bare skin on silver. Logan's head tilts curiously as he watches me. Alex, huh? You do not have any fur anywhere. I look down at myself and shrug. Not much, mostly just the hair on my head. Your head hair is for keeping your head warm. Wrap my arms around my sides. Is he just watching me, waiting for me to undress? Not really. Hey, I'm getting pretty cold. Could you prefer to look away? Kinda. I will look away. Thanks, I will too. As I turn away, I catch him peeking back at me, but they're not to know as I'm trying to hide my burning wet face. He seems really curious about me too. As he seen me naked already, he said he found me that way. I turn around and start stripping down as casually as I can. He's attracted to you too. Fascinating. No, he's just never seen a human before. Stop it. The dad does a lot, Alex. Do you see the signs? What signs? The pupil dilation, tail wagging, ears flattened. Really? I mean, knock it off, Bite. I'm not here for that. Wait, did we go in the water totally naked, or should I keep my underwear on? What if he thinks I'm weird, wearing mine into the spring? Or what if I take them off, but he doesn't, and he thinks I'm even weirder? Should I ask? No, I'll sound crazy. I should check to see what he's doing. Not to look at him, just to check if he's wearing anything into the spring or not. That's all it is. And what he shouldn't. This is definitely just an excuse to peek at him. As cute as I am, I don't want to risk upsetting him. Do we wear our underwear in? No, you must wear nothing. Ah, okay. Well, that settles that. I'm not looking. Thanks. I sweat everything off, keeping my back to him. I'm still not looking. Oh, okay, great. I hear him moving about behind me. Then the water sloshing as he climbs in. Logan, I'm in the water, my eyes are closed. Oh, okay. I turn around. Sure enough, he's sitting in a sparkling spring with the water up to his chest, eyes shut. As quick as I can, I try over the opposite side and dip myself into the water. At the witching of the intense heat, I quickly adapt to a sudden temperature change. Oh, wow. My muscles turn to warm wax, the glorious heat seeping into my bones, rushing to my head, and wave of euphoria. It's so nice I can't help but groan happily. The water brushes against my injured belly. There's a momentary sting, but then it goes pleasantly numb. The humid air and glorious steam billowing from the spring settling into my lungs. As my back against the rocky edge of the water and slide down, my eyes lulling sharp happily, I find a smooth rock to perch on and sit with my head floating just above the water. This is so nice. Opposite me, Logan opens his eyes. We will not stay long. Ensure your wound is clean. I watch his eyes close gently. His head lolls back somewhat, his arms splayed out along the sides of the spring. He looks really relaxed. My eyes take in the curves of his chest and his arms. He's got a really nice body. It looks so damn comfortable. Cause what the hell's wrong with me? Where did all this lust come from? How can I be horny with everything that's going on? I need to state the obvious. Don't let him fuck you in the pool. There's a high risk of injury. He isn't into me. You're wrong. Oh yeah? Sister love being right. Want me to tell which bit of you he was looking at just now? No, go away. Okay. It was your butt. Fuck off. I look back over at Logan's fur's old bust, up and wet. It's pretty damn cute. I can't help but chuckle. His ears flick and he opens his eyes. Something is funny. Your fur. I don't want to offend him again. Nothing, sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. You just look funny when it's wet. I almost said cute. Oh. Luckily he doesn't seem offended this time. You do not have fur. Have hair though. Looks funny. Huh? Your hair, when it is wet, it looks funny. Oh, wanna see? Do. Sport a grin, I duck my head under the water. The hot foamy spring just nicely against my face. I quickly reemerge and throw my head back, flicking water from my hair. Ah, that feels so good. After swiping my face clear of water with both hands, I look over at the bathing husky. You do look funny. It's the first time I've seen the giant hound really smiling. Yeah. We fall into silence. We will begin your training. Well, right now, you must learn on the floor. Yeah, just as I finally got him to relax. That's your code, isn't it? You said wit was one of them. What are the other three? Gil, craft, and vigor. Today we will discuss Gil. It is like wit, an instinct that cannot be taught, only sharpened through trial. It is your cunning. A black runner must be dexterous and swift, but also wise. You must know when to move and when to be still. This is Gil. Just how dangerous are the black zones? There are many dangers: demons, marauders, sugar cooks, those who reduce dawn sugar in the black zones, free from the eyes of the clans. Tali told me about that. Demons are the real threat, though. But knowledge of the demon is also dangerous as the demon itself. It is too much for the mind, as is counting the grains of sand on a beach. The more one learns of them, the more they succumb to dread and madness. Those who learn too much become informed. Informed? The informed are those whose minds are pushed too far. They are often found wandering the black zones. They are beyond reason of saving. Are they informed dangerous? Most simply exist. Ignorance is the order of the world. That's why you never tell anyone about the demons. You protected them. Yes, knowledge of the black zones is our burden, and ours alone. I see what Travonia meant about him being poetic. He's surprisingly figurative. So first demons mess with your head, then they just outright slaughter you for a laugh. Man, they sound great. How come black runners don't go mad as well? One of the four protects us, vigor. It is our resilience to travel the black zones and face demons without joining the ranks of the informed. But we will not discuss vigor today. We will discuss Gil. The talk of demons and their insidious nature unsettles me. Yesterday I was convinced these demons were just evil robots. Now I'm not sure what I believe. How do they do it? Are they magic or... We are talking about Gil now. But you will build resilience in time. Until then, do not think of them without my direction. You are not ready to bear this knowledge. There's a stern edge to his voice. I look away from him nervously, too anxious to ask him to clarify. On nerve, I'm still intrigued. I remember holding that thing. Did it do something to my head? I can't explain it. I remember the weight in my hands, the chill of its hard shell, the clank of the slack cables. It was definitely a missing part of some sort. I recall the warped shapes and jagged contours. It's still there, back at the lodge. Where did Logan get it? How can he sleep? No one's there. I'm feeling distressed just thinking about it. There must be some scientific explanation to them. There must. They're just stupid robots. Are they? When I held it, I thought I could hear. No, that's crazy. It was just a stupid robot arm. It was... What's happening to me? Why am I thinking like that there's a split in my mind I can feel? What's happening to me? Why do they want to kill me? They're just machines. Alex. What? Logan suddenly snaps at me. His teeth bared in a snarl. I jolt back to my senses. You are thinking of them. You must not. You must not. He bares his teeth threateningly at me. You are not ready. But he abruptly silences me with a wave of his paw. Stop. Alex, think of other things. Today I will assess your Gil. I'm a bit startled by the sudden change of topic. My head is still spinning. What? Assess me? I have a task for you. It will be fun. Him? Fun? That's a crazy juxtaposition. We will return to the village. I will go to the hall to find the chief. You will follow me unseen. You must reach the chief without anyone seeing you. I look at him. That's his idea of fun? You want me to sneak into the village? Yes. After I get my head around what he's saying, I scowl in bemusement. What, seriously? You're not joking? It's not a joke. Why? So I can assess your guilt. But I look stupid. The tribes women are already wary of me if they see. It does not matter how you look. No one will see you. You are my accolade. Wow, he really is serious. Should I be doing this with my injury? You'll be fine. I must determine if you can move with the black one or should. I fold my arms at him, shaking my head at the bizarre sense of humor. Oh yeah? How are you going to assess me if I'm supposed to be hidden from sight? I will know. I return his grin with one of my own. You sure? My guild might be amazing. That will not require assessment. It's so juvenile, I'm almost wondering if he's playing a prank on me. Unless I'm not understanding him properly again. Just to be absolutely clear, you're really asking me to sneak into the village to get to Travonia without anyone seeing me? Yes, I have explained this already. Right, you're hard to understand sometimes. Crap, what did I have to say? Why did I have to say it like that? So I didn't mean to. My speech is unclear. No. You do not listen. No, look, it's hard to contain my frustration this time. I'm trying to be diplomatic. His language isn't really the problem, it's his attitude. I was just asking. I'm not used to how you talk, so I wanted to double check before I did something stupid. This is the same language you're speaking. His upper lip flexes in annoyance. You know what? I've had it. I think I have every reason to be annoyed at him this time. Hey, come on, I'm trying my best. You could try being slightly less of an asshole, like last night. Sick of my injury, he just walked over and tried to pull my top off, then added like I was a dickhead for being surprised. He goes quiet, his ears flicking against his head. I did not mean to surprise you. I know, I like it when I don't mind when you touch me, but everything I say pisses you off. So I just shut the fuck up then? His annoyed scowl has melted away, his gaze drifts away from me. He looks forlorn. He looks so sad. Great, now I feel terrible. Sorry. I'll try to speak slower. No, it's not that. You're not speaking too slow, just, hey, forget it. I'll be patient. Sorry, I really didn't want to upset you. I'm not upset. After I stare at him, I'm convinced he shrugs. Others have said I am not good at talking. I did not talk at all. I frown at him, unsure what he means, but too afraid I'll upset him if I ask for clarification. When I was a child, I did not talk for 17 years. I used only gestures. My arms buckle at him. You're mute? Why? I did not like people. I did not like talking to them. I wanted to be alone. That's a long time to be selectively nonverbal. Do you still want to be alone? Do not leave. His eyes widen frantically at me. I was taken aback by his outburst. Logan quickly draws himself back when he sees my reaction. You are my acolyte. Do not leave. Others think I'm strange. But the whole village looks up to you. They love you. They speak to me when they need a black one. That is all I know how to be. Talking mocks me. My chief only talks of things important to the clan. He turns his muzzle away from me, his jaw tense. I didn't realize he was so insecure. I don't think you're strange. I like it when you talk. His face snaps back to me. Explain. I began speaking without thinking. Truth be told, I find his voice absolutely intoxicating. It's intentionally broad and beautifully baronial. I have no idea how to sidestep his sensitivities, but I want to give him some encouragement or perhaps comfort. I just keep it simple. You have a nice voice. He looks deeply confused. You do not think that. I do, I grunt, sporting a big, stupid blush. I like your voice. I actually like how you talk. It's interesting. I don't always get it. It comes across as a little rude sometimes, but I know you don't mean it. I seem to have caught him off guard with that. He doesn't know how to respond. But not a word of it had been a lie. I do like how he talks. I just don't like that he keeps getting moody at me over nothing. After an awkward pause, he smiles at me. I will talk more. You will? To you, I will talk to you. You are good at talking. I really made that much of an impression on him in only 2 days. I thought my talking annoyed you. Don't I? I do not always know what to say back. His stiff manner of speaking totally makes sense now. You can practice talking with me as much as you like in return for all the Blackwater training. That is good. It doesn't just have to be about Blackwater stuff. We can talk about stupid stuff too. Like why I don't have or things about us. We can get to know each other. Yes, we will talk more. I gave him a thumbs up. Sounds great. He immediately looks confused. Oh, this is a human sign. It means good. Oh. He returns his thumbs up to me with a jovial grin. Cool. Ha, he's so damn cute. Now I will ask you a question. Okay? You must answer honestly. I'll try. Tell me why you agreed to be my acolyte. I'm thrown off guard. Where did that come from? I mean, the alternative was going to the cells, wasn't it? Logan's ears fold very slightly back. That is reasonable. No, that's not the only reason. So I realized how that sounded. There's 2 reasons. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I came from. There are questions I have. I'm hoping Aeon can help, but if he can't, well, I can't do it alone. He blinks at me. There's also another reason. You saved my life. I don't trust anyone else here, but I trust you. Logan nods thoughtfully. Those are good reasons. We'll find out where you come from, Alex. But now, think about the task I have set for you quietly. Let us enjoy the water. We will not speak, alright? Logan gives me a curt nod before his eyes gently close shut and his head falls back against the rocks. He seems really relaxed. This must be where he comes to wind down. Or maybe he's just more at ease after our chat. I certainly feel closer to him. I finally managed to connect with him. With Logan sitting quietly, I'm left alone with my own thoughts in this glorious hot spring. I shut my eyes, my head rolling back. I'm starting to adjust to this insane crazy water. Even the cold doesn't bother me as much now. I may be no closer to getting any answers, but things feel a touch less surreal. My thoughts dribble away as I ferment into the glorious water. Images of Logan and his loincloth bleed into my mind. Gosh, Bite was right. I do find him hot. Why? Now that I've gotten to know him a bit more, I said that he's not an asshole at all. He just has a lot of issues. He's vulnerable. I think it's because he's different to me. It feels somehow inappropriate, but maybe I like that. Or is it just that he's a whole shoulders and head taller than me? All that strength, that dominance pin against me. And maybe something about his blunt, primordial nature is enticing to me. It's different, it's powerful. My heart bounces as I think back to stroking his pelt and feeling his firm muscles. Now I want to feel it again. There's a pulse of fervor at my waist. With my eyes shut, I adjust myself a little as I start getting hard, imagining pressing myself up against him. It's a nice image. I take a breath as I get harder and picture myself being pinned down by all that strength. A curious image forms in my head. I'm perched atop him, his grasp at my sides, and I imagine him grinding against my backside wantonly. I decided that I liked this image. And Bite did say he was peeking at my butt earlier. Maybe if I teased him enough. Alex. Ah! My body jerks in surprise as Logan addresses me. I look over, he's not in the pool anymore. I jump again when I feel his paw on my shoulder. Wake up. He's kneeling behind me, fully clothed once again. Logan, I'm still hard. I cover myself with my arm as casually as I can. He's kneeling behind me, fully clothed once again. Logan, I'm still hard. I cover myself with my arm as casually as I can. When did you get out? Did I doze off? You did. It's time to go. I have a towel for you. Thanks. He smiles. I will turn away. He promptly rolls about and takes a few steps away, politely standing with his back turned to me. God damn it, I need to get my horny brain under control. As glorious as it was stepping into the hot springs, getting out isn't quite so pleasant. The cold wind strikes me immediately, and the towel Logan brought is a ragged, thin piece of cloth that barely covers me. I down my stitch sighed curiously. My injury looks much less severe now that all the dried blood has been washed from it. There isn't any pain. Trying to dry myself with Harden is pretty awkward. I yearn for my own dead to go down and stop trying to humiliate me, but it's too riled up by amorous thoughts of Logan. Once I've tucked my underwear and leggings back on, I scour my hair with the towel, then grab my tunic and hoodie. So, am I everything you expected? Logan turns around, frowning. I watch his eyes carefully. Explain. Me, being human, am I what you expected them to look like? He looks confused as he considers my answer. His eyes move down to my chest. You have no fur. I grin nervously as he scans me. I realize how exposed I am to him, curiously living at my body in bliss. Yeah, none of us have fur. He nods. I turn my back to him, pretending to fumble with my tunic and hoodie. I peek at him with my peripheral vision and see his eyes darting lower. You are small. You keep saying that. Humans. He stops himself. What? Humans prefer to be unseen. What do you mean by unseen? Without clothing to cover you. Oh. Well, I sort of. Independence mostly, I guess we prefer to keep our bits and pieces private, no? Do you not? I'm not bothered. I witness indulgence. Modesty is rare after that. I really want to ask him what his stance on the indulgence is, but he swiftly derails me. You're ready to leave? Oh, right, yeah. I quickly come to my senses and put my tunic and hoodie back on. Thanks for bringing me here. I feel a lot better after that. The springs are good. What next? I will assess your gill. Walk with me. With a brisk stride, he turns about and flicks his head at me to follow. I walk side by side with him, keeping pace with his larger steps. As I look at his huge form up and down, still marred by curiosity about him, I suddenly realize something. You never wear shoes. He looks at He looks addled by my question. I point down at his hefty feet. There are another of his more canine features. Doesn't that hurt? No. Logan pauses in his stride, lifting up his foot to show me the pads beneath. They're already getting dirty from walking on the bare stone. Boots are noisy. You should remove yours. I don't think I can walk around barefoot like you. Because you are smooth? Sort of, yeah. He puts his foot back on the ground, staring at me. Then he smirks. What? He just rolls his eyes and carries on walking. I jog after him, bemused. What? What's so funny? You're funny. What did I do? You must have born with shoes on. Of course not. But you cannot walk without them. I snort. It's just how we evolved. You're funny. I go on, then imitate his voice childishly. You're funny. He starts dead glaring at me. I wince. At once I regret mocking him, even playfully. Sorry. I do not talk like that. I mean, that's literally what you said. He growls and continues walking. Damn it, we was doing so well. You make me sound dull. Oh, come on, I was joking. I already said I like your voice. But you mock me. I didn't mean it. It is because I can not talk like you. It's just really direct. It's not a bad thing. I like it. I really do. I promise I was only joking around. The grouchy husky pouts avoided my eye. Now he looks sad again. I was just trying to have fun with you. It's my way of being friendly. His ears give a subtle flick and his tail twitches. You were being friendly? Yes. I ruined it. Hey, it's okay. We're different. It's going to take a while for us to, get used to each other. I will get better at talking. You're good at talking. You're good at mixing words. Mixing words? When you say two words at once, you're good at it. I mean, you're good at it. That was right. I got at him. Did that seriously just happen? Logan, you really don't have to talk like that. I sound less dull. No, you just sound uncomfortable. I will work on that. Just be yourself with me. Why are you so worried about this? Because of... He stops. He scowls back yet again. It is nothing. He gets his eyes straight ahead as he walks off. I decide not to press him and keep up with his pace. Bit by bit, I'm getting to know him more. He's just a fascinating, intriguing guy. At first I thought him totally indomitable. Now I see how fragile he actually is. Despite all that, he's been looking out for me in his own way since he found me. Knowing what I know about him now, I contemplate how much he's actually done for me. He's really been my anchor in this strange, dangerous world. I hate that he's so insecure. I don't like the idea of him getting upset, and I get a sudden overpowering urge to be affectionate with him. Hey, Alex. I step away and bump my shoulder into him playfully. I'm so much smaller than him, I almost bounce right off him. He stares at me like I've just shattered the laws of social etiquette. You're a good hound. His head pivots in confusion. He shakes his head at me with a amused smile. You are strange. I shrug. Yeah, probably. You're good. I'm good? He shoots me another genuine, happy smile. You are a good human. I fall off a big, stupid grin. Okay. He grins back at me. I notice his tail wagging wildly. Man, I feel like I can let my guard down around him. I can trust him. Right? I look over at him, suddenly conflicted and full of emotion. I mean, can I really trust him? Hey, Logan, Alex. I was just thinking, does he trust me? I feel like he does. Can I tell you something? Okay. He carries on walking beside me. It's about me, maybe. Okay. I thought of swallowing my words before they formulate. My people to Zephyr, they had this technology called computer science. Don't. What? Don't do it. We agreed. Oh, come on. No, do not tell him about me until we speak to Aeon. But we'll have to tell him eventually, and you have no idea how he'll react. Logan pauses his step, turning to face me. Alex, you speak of the old knowledge. Ignoring bite for a moment, I gaze forlornly at the hound. How about you just try explaining to him what an AI is first? See how he reacts. Maybe it'll soften the blow. Alex. Oh, right. Sorry, yeah, the old knowledge, computer science, so my people, they could create a sort of mind. Logan's brow furrows. Already, I feel like I've messed up this time. A mind is not created, it is born. No, I mean, they're not real minds. It was called artificial intelligence or AI. It means creating an intelligence for a computer machine that isn't naturally born. But we'll have to tell him eventually. You have no idea how he'll react. Logan pauses in his step, turning to face me. Alex, you speak of the old knowledge. Ignoring bite for a moment, I gaze forlornly at the hound. How about you just try explaining to him what an AI is first? See how he reacts. Maybe it'll soften the blow. Alex, right, sorry, yeah, the old knowledge, computer science, so my people, they could create a sort of mind. Logan's brow furrows. Already, I feel like I've messed this up. A mind is not created, it is born. No, I mean, they're not real minds. It was called artificial intelligence or AI. It means creating an intelligence for a computer machine that isn't naturally born. A part of a mind. What? No, like a whole mind. His face tightens. A mind that is part of a person. No, I mean just a mind. What if you could create a mind? All minds are created at birth. I don't mean naturally, I mean artificially. He scowls at me. You're talking nonsense. How the hell do I explain this to a primitive who doesn't even know what a computer is? So it's like you can program machines to program. I mean, you can tell machines to act in a certain way, and they seem like they're alive. That's what AI is, that's what AI is, intelligence demonstrated by machines. He blinks at me, head tilted in canine confusion. I am confused. Ugh, what am I doing? He hasn't got a clue. If I drop the I have another intelligent being in my head bound cell, who knows what conclusion he'll draw. No, I can't tell him. I need him. Without him, I have nothing to navigate this world with. The thought of him turning on me is too terrifying. Above all else, I need Logan on my side, even if that means lying to him. It's not important. I just thought maybe demons were created in the same way. That's what you wanted to say? Yeah. Once as Logan's nose twitches, his eyes narrow even so slightly at me. The hound's stare lingers briefly. For a moment I'm unnerved. It's like he's staring straight through me. With a flick of his head, he gestures for me to follow him and continues marching across the grassy valley. He was suggesting demons are birth of the old knowledge. it does not make sense. I just mean they sound like machines that are sentient. Maybe the Zephyr created them. No. No? You believe the Zephyr create demons as intelligent A&I beings. It is nonsensical. They will not do this. Maybe they didn't mean to create them. Like I said, it's just an idea. I know little of the old knowledge. What about Aeon? Will he know? I do not think so. Never has he spoken of minds that are created, not born. I will ask him about these A&I creations. I go quiet, my eyes diverting from the hussy into the draconic village in the distance. How did Aeon come to know so much about the old knowledge? He was an automock. I thought they were cultists that took a vow of silence. They are. I will let Aeon tell the story. My questioning is abruptly cut off by Logan's broken arm blocking my path. We have arrived. Sure enough, we're at the outskirts of the draconian village. The familiar sights, sounds, and smells from yesterday hit me again, even from a distance away. From here, nobody can see us. It's a straight walk through the narrow alleys towards the chieftain's hall. I will begin my assessment of your guild. Yeah, you really expect me to do this sneaky thing? Yes. But I'm injured. It is a mild injury. Move slowly. How can I be sneaky if I'm moving slow? Guild is not speed. Guild exists in your mind. It is a choice made in the moment, accident or an accident. Listen to your instincts, for they must be sharp. I will see you at the hall. Before I could argue with him, he's already turned around and stomped off towards the village. I called to him, but he ignores me and plods forwards. Great, alone again. Alex, sorry that didn't go the way you wanted. Maybe once we speak to Aeon and get his input, we might have a better idea of how to tell Logan. And after all that, I'm not sure I want to tell him at all. You heard him. He didn't have a damn clue what I was talking about. There's no way he's going to be able to get his head around advanced AI. He promised to help us, and I bet he's smarter than you think. I don't want to risk losing him. Hey, even if that happens, you know you won't be totally alone, right? Yeah, I suppose I have you. Right. Let's just forget about telling Logan anything and focus on his test. I have an idea. How will you feel about letting me tap into those non-human quirks of yours? This sounds worrying. Basically, I think I can send your mechanical receptors, photoreceptors, and chemoreceptors into overdrive. They'll tap your sensory cortex and might speak English. Ugh. I can enhance your senses and put you into a heightened state of awareness, like superhuman hearing and stuff. How the hell is that possible? I still don't know how it all works, but while I've got the capability to do this stuff, we should be using it. We need every advance we can get. I can barely process what I see and hear already. How about if you let me interpret the extra data for you? I'll be your eyes and ears. Oh fuck, you said the D word. Just trust me, I'll tell you where to go and when. You only have to listen to my instructions. Is this cheating? Why? Because it's cheating. Now you sound like Logan. Is this safe? The last time you messed with my brain, you electrocuted me. That was a one-time thing. I didn't electrocute you. It was a neural discharge. Total accident. Completely harmless. Won't happen again. You and I are stuck together, so we should be learning what we can do. Let's give it a try. He makes a good point. If Bite can give me a boost, I should take it. Alright, let's give it a shot. Great, here we go. Oh. It was a 2-time thing. Oh, okay, hang on. This is going to feel weird. What happens next? The strangest sensation I've experienced so far. My brain fires up with instructions. They're not of my own making, but somehow feel completely natural. I would barely have known that the thoughts in my head were Bite's, not mine. I jump my body forwards. I'm still moving by my own will, but the movements feel guided, like I'm on a train track. It's still me, but it's not. I'm the one moving, but Bite is the one thinking. He tells me exactly what to do. My foot kicks against the wooden wall, and with an effortless twist of my body, I vault upwards and clutch the overhanging thatch roof with both hands. As easily as swimming through silk, I roll onto the roof and land in a crouch, my body low and alert. Whoa, I can't believe that worked. Sliding with relative ease across the rooftop, I hop down onto the ground. We're close to the hall. Keep going. Look, there's Logan. I peer around the corner of a hut to catch sight of the husky's fluffy tail, holding the door open for someone that exits before he heads inside. Is there another way in? Around the side. Try the windows. I follow his suggestion, staying low to the ground. Sure enough, there are windows at the back of the hall, their wooden shutters left slightly ajar. I grab hold of a ledge and pull myself inside. There are less people within that. There are less people. Oh yeah, look at all this extra data. There's so much. I love it. Dude, put your data boner away. Well, wait, I can't hear anything. I've gone numb. Where am I? I frantically pat myself from head to toe, but my whole body has lost its sense of hearing and touch. What the hell, Bite? Chill out. I've dulled your senses. You're supposed to do the opposite. I've dulled them for you, dipshit, to avoid sensory overload, and interpreting all the data from your other senses to just follow my instructions. Bite and I really are becoming two halves of the same whole. My eyes are still working. You still need to see where you're going, and I control your movements. Can you control my movements? Possibly. Let's just try this for now. Will you do some sneaking? I still can't believe this dog is making me do this. As optimistic as ever, we're so looking at what we were made of. See that building straight ahead? Went up to it and press yourself against the wall. Hold your breath too, it'll make your movements smoother. Here goes nothing. Exhale for the last time, then sprint over to the hut in front of me and crouch behind it like the world's worst ninja. Stay low. It feels like such a dick. Don't move, someone's about to come around that corner. Female, 92 kilograms, 6 foot 7 inches. How do you know that? Through your senses, I can hear her heartbeat, the way her footsteps, the length of her stride, her tail brushing against the ground. Okay, I get it. Sure enough, a tribeswoman marches into view from around the corner, failing to notice me pressed against the wall behind her as she strolls out towards the farmlands. Go, now. Where? All these coordinates. A set of instructions are wired into my psyche like a map. I can't explain how, but I understand them perfectly. Following Bite's guidance, I went myself from behind the wall and tear down the pathway to the village. Go left. What? Left. Now, down there. I almost slipped over as I hurled myself down another alley. A trio of tribeswomen emerging from behind another house seconds later. That was close. I put a hand against my side, but I feel nothing in my numb state. Your stitches are fine. Just go easy. Ready? Ready. Okay, go. Bite's guidance starts coming faster and faster. I ignore his inhibitions and focus on his voice entirely, giving myself over to his trust. Within moments, we were perfectly in sight. Stop here. Get against the wall. Wait till they pass. Okay, go. Over the fence there. Then hide behind that stall. It's clear. Go. I can't believe this. It's actually working. The village is as densely populated as ever, but somehow I'm navigating through it completely unseen. Sometimes I avoid detection by only a second, but Bite's instructions are always on point. How will we eventually reach a dead end at the end of the alley? There's nowhere to turn. Where now? I don't know. There's something coming. We got 6 seconds. There's nowhere to hide. Vault onto the roof. The thatched roof in question is a whole story above me. The wall is solid, flat wood, and there's nothing to grab onto. I can't get up there. You can. Put your foot right there then. It's too high. You can do it. I can't bite. You do it. What? Take control of my body. Vault up there. Now? Yes, now. I'm not even sure. Quick. Hang on. This is going to feel weird. What happens next is the strangest sensation I've experienced so far. My brain fires up with instructions that are not of my own making, but somehow feel completely natural, and would barely have known that these thoughts in my head were bites, not mine. I jump my body forwards. I'm still moving by my own will, but the movements feel guided, like I'm on a train track. It's still me, but it's not. I'm the one moving, but Bite is the one thinking. He tells me exactly what to do. My foot kicks against the wooden wall, and with an effortless twist of my body, I vault upwards and clutch the overhanging thatch roof with both hands. As easily as swimming through silk, I roll onto the roof and land I crouch, my body low and alert. Whoa! I can't believe that worked. Sliding with relative ease across the rooftop, I hop back down onto the ground. We're close to the hall. Keep going. Look, there's Logan. I peer around the corner of a hut to catch the sight of the husky's fluffy tail, holding the door open for someone to exit before he heads inside. Is there another way in? Around the side, try the windows. I follow his suggestion, staying low to the ground. Sure enough, there are windows at the back of the hall, their wooden shutters left slightly ajar. I grab hold of a ledge and pull myself inside. There are less people within than yesterday. The fire pit has been lit again. Bite returns my senses to me as I hide behind one of the many wooden pillars lining the room. Y and Q, two huge figures, walk past my hiding spot, failing to spot me. We have provisions for another month. About that, the summons will have to take over. How's the wildlife? The wolves are sparse. Then we said we organize the hunters. They both walk straight past me. Tell me, Alex, has he told you why he's here yet? He has not. He has no memory. You believe him? I do. He seemed harmless enough. When I assessed him yesterday, I had him wander the village, so my guards could watch him. They saw nothing alarming. Wasn't an ulterior motive. You heard about his one Amber Borrow? He seems headstrong, street smart. He seems to ask the right questions. I just don't understand that. Why is he here? He can't bring the humans back, so what is he supposed to do? He would be a great black runner. It is his path. I don't believe it at all. I don't believe in all that, Logan. The hound whines sadly. He could join the clan, of course, but do we accept that he just exists and that's it? A miraculous lost soul? Unless, nothing. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Have you assessed his attunement with the Four yet? Logan's eyes flick over to me. I take that as my cue to step out from behind a pillar. I have. And, see for yourself. She turns around and spots me. Alex. Hey. Where did you come from? I follow Logan. Travonia scowls at a husky who simply beams proudly. An exercise of guilt, I assume. Yes. Not bad at all. So, did I pass? I give Logan a rather smug, satisfied look. Almost perfect. Almost? What's he talking about? No one saw me. Almost. What? Where? Yeah. What was you sneaking about out there for? Taki yanks me into a headlock and is slipping up behind me. You off the walker, eh? Turn into a proper rat now, ain't ya, foolish little fuck? She saw us? When? I have no idea. I must have told myself from the boisterous Taki. Turning to glare at her with frustration. When did you see me? The moment you pounced into the village, you dumbass. Looked like a white tart. I followed you all the way. You saw your little dance up onto the roof. Answer, little fucker, ain't you? How? Answer how? How come I didn't see you? That spotting dozy twats like you trying to sneak up to cheek is my fucking job. Come on. If I thought you was a real threat, I would have spared you. Nick already figured you was on some kind of job for the month. I grumbled, folding my arms and pouting dejectedly. As childish as Logan's challenge was, I'm still annoyed that we got spotted even with Bite's superpowers. I look over at Logan, hoping for some encouragement, but he's still in a conversation with Travonia. Tucker elbows me playfully. Ah, come on. What's that face for? You look like Logan. Chill, you fucking downer. Getting twanged by the mud is one thing. But me, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, boy. What do you mean? Oh, Logan ain't told you. I'm training you to fight. Seriously? I thought he'd be keeping me all to himself, knowing what he's like. The dog can't teach you everything. Logan wants the best for you. That means asking me. People are gonna take shots at you. Not many folks gonna be able to resist that pert little human ass. I figured he'd teach me that stuff by himself. I pointed out that you're a fucking sight shorter than him and weigh a lot less. He's a good fighter, but he won't defend himself the same way you will. But you and I were similar. Except I got tits and no dick. You must have dicks, right? Let's go. We have dicks. When? Soon as your gas is all healed up, we'll start. Here's a lesson, one wet. Before I can even flinch, she twirls her spear around and deftly brings it point to rest underneath my chin. I grin as I feel the point against my throat. She's fast. I was assuming everyone's gonna want to not to stare out of the last living human, cause they will, rat. Taki. As wonderful as Taki's advice is, I'm not able to fire back a retort before Logan stunts grumpily over. He knocks Taki's spear away from me, growling menacingly at her. Do not point your spear at him. I gab at him, startled by his sudden aggression. It's fine, Logan. You're gonna let me train him or not. You're not training now. Back away from him. Ugh. Will you put your cock away, Logan? He's fine. I won't decide that. He is mine. Cool it, mutt. He's an acolyte, not a chunk of savage. Logan clenches his fist angrily. What's got into him now? Hey. I lightly bap him on the arm. He recoils weakly. I'm feeling less sorry about touching him. It grabs his attention effectively. I'm fine, okay? We were just talking. If I want to point my spear at the rat, I'll point my fucking spear at the rat. What the hell's gone up his ass? I bap his arm again. Stop growling. I'm sorry. What's the problem? Nothing. I don't mind him, Alex. He's a jealous mutt. Always have been when it comes to your sappers, ain't you? No. Oh yeah. Hey Chief. Travonia is chatting to another tribeswoman warrior. I'm guessing going by the outfit. As Taki calls for her attention, the saber-tooth sighs and politely dismisses the warrior, stomping over to us. What is it, Taki? Tell the rat about the skunk incident. Do not tell Alex about the skunk incident. No, please, tell me about the skunk incident. Perhaps you should tell him yourself, Logan. He folds his arms like a puppy and pouts, looking away. No. This was over 10 years ago. Logan had been waiting for 2 days. He returned with a whole sack of decent salvage. High quality metal, cable, electrical parts, variable things. He was a proud hound. He brought the salvage into the hall and placed it on the table right over there, then went to find me. We had a visitor at the time, trader from the Razorback clan, a skunk named Caddy. She didn't realize it was Logan's stuff. Poor girl just wanted a peek. Logan found her with his salvage in her hands. I marched in from Guardians, regarding outside where I heard them both snarling at each other. What happened next? Yeah, what happened next, Logan? I bet her. And you. Because someone touched your salvage? I was upset. You weren't proper upset till I was done with him afterwards. Tucking pinches a pendant around her neck, wiggling it between her thumb and finger. Logan rolls his eyes. Really? I squint. Upon closer inspection, I realize it's not a pendant at all. It's a tooth. Is that yours, Logan? The hussy glares at me, then at the smug-faced honey badger. Yes. He opens his mouth and tilts his head back, hooking his mouth with one finger and pulling it taut so I can see it. Sure enough, there's a small gap at the very back where one of his teeth is missing. Don't let him pull your heartstrings over it either. He probably deserved it. Logan's patience finally seems to snap. I will wait for Alice outside. Abruptly he rolls about with a petulant swirl of his tail and marches for the exit. He seems pretty annoyed. Is he okay? Don't worry, he's fine. Is he brushing his feelings off? Surely they know how sensitive Logan can be. The skunk incident was only a year after he became verbal. He may be temperamental now, but back then, far worse. Oh, fuck. I remember those years. Young Logan. Huh. He was a fucking nightmare. Do you know why he was a mute? Nah, no one knows. Alice, Taki, I have clear business to discuss. Aeon arrived this morning. I'd like you to go and see him now. My eyes widen. Aeon's here now? He's setting up his stuff. Has a little hut he likes to work in. My heart jumps. Finally. Where is he? Logan will take you. He's been buzzing about seeing a live human. What did you tell him about me? They have no memory and that we don't know where you come from. I'm hoping you'll be able to set some light your origins. Great. Thanks. I'll go now. I hope he has the answers we're looking for, Alex. Good luck. There we are. I give them both a nod and turn to go find Logan. Logan has his back to me. He's staring out at the villas, his arms crossed. All that teasing really seemed to get on his nerves. Logan. The hussy jumps as I address him. He looks grumpy at first, but his face softens at the sight of me. Alex. You alright? Yes. You sure? He quickly scowls. You think I'm not? Just checking. I'm fine. You sure? I don't mind talking. Aeon is here. We must go and see him. He clearly doesn't want to discuss it. I'm not about to upset him again. Okay, let's just go. I fear for him, knowing what I know about him now. Interacting with the boisterous Taki and stern Travonia must be pretty taxing for him. However, his sympathy for the territorial hound, my sympathy for the territorial hound is swiftly eroded as we make our way through village. The tribeswomen seem less cautious of me today. Where my rival has obviously traveled, maybe Mia put out a good word. Some of the clan nod their head to me in greeting, and others actually approach me to say hello. I'm pretty delighted that they want to talk to me. It would have been more than willing to stop and chat. However, every time someone gets close to me, Logan either nudges me away from them or outright hates me by the sort that obstructs their view of me. At first I assume it's because we're in some kind of hurry and let it slide because he always gives me the same excuse. Aeon is waiting. Keep moving. After a while, I don't buy his excuse at all. I've seen this absurd, jealous behavior from him before. It seems to be getting worse. Why is he so defensive of me? I don't have the gall to tell him to back off in case he gets grumpy. His possessive nature is what saved me from Travonia's poison in the first place. But I'm not in any danger here. I just want to say hello to people. At one point, I catch him glaring at an innocent tribeswoman who simply waves at me. He quickly wipes the scowl off his face when he spots me look at him. He knows he's pushing his luck, but he's still doing it. He finally crosses the line when we reach the village square. The tribeswoman passes us as Logan is stalking behind me. She greets me and goes to shake my hand, but Logan pushes me away from her by my side. His paw grinds against my stitches and pain flares up across my entire side like a ball of lightning. Ugh, Logan, stop! The Buddhist hound immediately softens his grip and holds me steady. I'm sorry. He puts him off of me. Ah, my son! I lift up my clothes to see the wound. The stitches have held, barely, and the sting is already dying down. You're alright? I think so, looks fine. Just hurt a little, that's all. I fold my arm and stare at him with drilling, accusatory eyes. He tries to avoid looking at me like a dog caught doing something unfavorable. It's actually pretty cute. Look, Logan, what's with all the jealousy? I'm not mad at you being protective of me. But, are you going to get huffy at everyone who looks at me? I'm not your property. He says nothing. He just stares at the nearest fence. I just repair his arm to regain his attention. He looks at me sheepishly. Hey, why are you acting like this? You are my acolyte. I wanted. You are the last human. You are small. It is not safe. You are mine. Well, sure, I'm your acolyte, but you nearly pulled my stitches out just then. No more growling at people who talk to me, okay? I can look out for myself. I'm sorry. Promise you'll try and tone it down. It is hard to stop. I promise I will try. Okay? I smile at him. You are in pain. I dab my wound with my fingers, applying a little pressure to temper your discomfort. I'm fine. Okay, we will carry on. He goes to touch my shoulder with his paw, but withdraws it before we make contact. We're doing the edge of the village now, and I'm wondering exactly where Logan is taking me. So Aeon is a Draconi, but he still has a home here? He does. He stays here often. Why? He studies things. What things? I do not really know. I do not understand the things he speaks of. Aeon is strange. He knows many things. You will see for yourself. He is a good man. He sometimes helps me identify my salvage. He has wit? Now Black One is wit. He has knowledge to study. Black One's wit is implicit. To find relic and know it has use and value. You think he'll be able to help me? I do not know. But he learned much with the auto monks. I jump in along when there is a sudden eruption of sound behind us, and a extensive number of children suddenly rush over to the husky. My heart seizes and softens, and I spin defensively, but Logan turns amicably towards them with open arms. Behind them, a single adult stands back and watches over the youngsters. The children swarm Logan happily, embracing him and clapping for his attention. He returns their affections gently, inquiring into each one with a smile. Little ones, you are well? You continue to grow. You are behaving. You must make the right decisions. You are learning. You must be attentive to your teacher. It's impossible to hear what any of the kids are saying. I have no idea how he calmly navigates his focus between them all at the same time. Most of them blurt out that they miss him and ask when he'll be teaching us again. Wow, they love him. Travonia mentioned he teaches at the school sometimes, but I never imagined him commanding such respect. I have to wonder, given how introverted and sensitive Logan is, how does he handle teaching all these kids? How does he handle the village treating him like an arbiter for their problems? He somehow manages to be incredibly brusque but naturally charismatic at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Logan snaps his fingers, the sound cutting through the childish chatter. Like a magic trick, they go silent. Listen to my expectations. You will return to your teacher. You will visit before your lessons are done. I will hear of what you have learned today in detail. This is my challenge to you. Off we go now. And sure enough, they go. The rabble retreats back to their teacher, and they all scurry off in controlled chaos. Wow. You're good with kids. They adore you. They are good. They are learning other forms today. What do you teach them? Well, I know the Zephyr. I warn them of the Black Zones. I guess you don't teach them about demons? No, but I must assure them the threat is real. Not long ago, the children were discovered to be playing a game at the Black Zone borders. What kind of game could you possibly play at a Black Zone? The children call it zone baiting. It is a game of dares. One child crosses the border alone and takes 10 steps to the Black Zone. They turn their back to the Black Zone and face the others who remain in safety. They keep their arms stretched out to their sides to appear vulnerable. They take turns doing this. The winner is the one who remains in the Black Zone the longest before their nerve breaks and they retreat to safety. I doubt. Seems like a pretty big downside to keeping everyone safely ignorant. Nobody takes the threat seriously, even the kids. Has anyone gotten hurt? Not yet. I have forbidden it, but they still sneak off to play. Just because they think something isn't real doesn't make it so. Scared to sit out of them. Hell, show them the thing you sold me, the arm. No, only black ones can hold this knowledge. They must believe it's real, though, on some level, otherwise zone baiting wouldn't have any thrill to it. All the same, I will not bother them with those dots. A thought occurs to me. Do you have any kids? You were asking if I have fathered children. Yeah, you seem to really care about those children. Do you have any of your own? No. Alright. I am not a father. I am a black one. Before I can ask my follow-up question, he cuts me off. We are here. Maybe I'll ask later. What the? A car? The car. Does that work? It is called a car? Yes. It is not functional. Aeon is building it from salvage acquired by me. It is very specific about the parts he wants. Interesting. Let me scan it. You helped him build this? No, I only gave him parts. He claims that Zephyr used these constructions as moving carriages. Scan complete. The vehicle is put together from several different deconstructed automobiles and detecting a lot of missing components. It isn't finished yet. It's a long way off working, but Logan's right. Aeon really did build this complete from scratch. That's amazing. Before the cascade, that would have been tricky. Aeon must be smarter than we thought. Exactly the kind of person we need. Come. Logan playfully bumps his shoulder with my copying the same gesture I made for him earlier. His huge bulk almost makes me lose my balance. I smile and blush at him, chest fluttering slightly. He returned my affection. I feel giddy and... Wait, are we flirting with each other? I need to control myself. Things are far too complicated for that. He doesn't even know the truth about me. Logan leads me towards the front door. The hut itself is pretty worn down, but it looks more contemporary than the other houses built by the Draconia. It has glass windows, electric light bulbs, and a scrap metal roof. There are pieces of junk nailed to the structure as though they were ramshackle works of art. Chains, pipes, cables, and even what I think could be solar panels. It looks like someone upturned a crate of Logan salads onto the thing. This guy better have some answers for us. What about Logan? You say you didn't want to tell him anything yet. If you do decide to disclose any details or conditions to Aeon, you'll need to get Logan to leave. I doubt he'll go anywhere. You know what he's like. I'm sure you can talk him down. Let's go. My heart beats nervously. I'm trying to ignore how anxious I feel. I really don't know what I'm hoping for. I just want some relief from the unknown. I wish I could tell Logan, but I won't risk it. Aeon, we are here. Boy! I jump when I hear the raucous, blasting voice before I've even set foot in the building. The scent hits me first, like biochemical waste and rag bone marinating in filth. The place is a tip. It's even messier inside. Tons of metal are scattered about like a junkyard. Hold it, I'm coming. Wait. We're in a makeshift chemistry lab, along with pots, pans, and laboratory equipment. A singing lamp buzzes above us. The sound of bubbling fluids atop hissing burners clouds my senses. There are crates all around the floor. Most are locked tight, but some are left open. They contain all manner of things: Zephyr relics, circuit boards, bones, and chemicals. I spot several cracked human skulls in one of his crates and grins. I look at Logan, who is waiting with folded arms. Skulls. I point to my beheaded counterparts. Yes. But he is good. The door nearest us burst open, as though someone had rammed into it at full speed from the opposite side. Logan, my best hound. Here, come here. Aeon charges at Logan on stumpy legs and rigorously clasps him by the arms, despite only coming up to Hussy's belly in height. Logan grins happily at him. Aeon, it is good to see you. You are well? Good, just good. Great to see you, my boy. They seem really close. Logan didn't mention that. I'm amazed to see someone shorter than me for once. Aeon seems like quite an old mole, but his entire demeanor buzzes with youthful energy. He wears a thick jacket and has a huge bulging satchel around his shoulder. A pair of comedically thick goggles are strapped to his face. What is this, Alex? Look at him. Look at you. Before I can react, Aeon lunges at me and clasps me by the shoulders. I'm a little unnerved by the size of the claws on his fingers, but they don't look dangerous. In fact, nothing about him seems dangerous. He just seems like a small bundle of hyperactivity. Amazing. Astonishing. Aeon, be careful. He is injured. I heard you might be able to help us with... Of course. Sit. Here. Over here. By the shelf. Taking it back, I glanced to my left and... No, other shelf. There, look. Aeon kicks a wooden stool over in my direction. There, sit. I awkwardly park my butt on the stool by the indicated shelf, my nerves getting the better of me. Logan marches to my side and parks himself next to me like a guard dog. I feel comforted with him here. Aeon hops up onto a stall in front of me and slides closer, dragging the stool noisily across the floor. Let's get a good look at you, my friend. Hold still. And awkwardly park my butt on the stool by the indicated shelf. My nerves get the better of me. Logan marches to my side and parks himself next to me like a guard dog. I feel comfortable with him there. Aeon hops up onto a stall in front of me and slides closer, dragging the stool noisily across the floor. Let's get a good look at you, my friend. Hold still. Aeon presses the flat end of a metal spoon against my cheek and peers at me with fascination. Shh, don't move. I freeze, giving Logan a wide-eyed look of amusement. Logan, however, doesn't look at all amused. Despite his apparent trust in Aeon, I still sense protective instincts kicking in. It's alright, Logan, I'm fine. Everyone says humans are extinct here, but I'm entirely certain that I'm one. Aeon removes the spoon from my cheek, then peers into my eyes. Yep, I've been told everything. Chief Travonia wants to know what your story is, Alex. I'm sure you're eager to know yourself. You have no idea, I literally woke up here with no memories. I just want some answers. That's where I come in. I'm Aeon, the only living biochemist in all of Alea. Of course, I moonlight as a healer for the clans too. You're a doctor as well? He barks with laughter. Doctor? That's pre-castate terminology. That Travonia was right about you. Well, let's get started. A few tests. Close off over there, please. No. What now? Easy, Logan. I'd rather keep them on, if that's okay. He prefers modesty. What, you lot? Modesty? How? Ridiculous. I've seen you a lot, Logan. Prancing around doing your indulgence, everything out, flapping around dolls and tits. Logan scowls. I do not do that. Aeon points at me with a wicked grin, like a tiddly aunt gossiping at a wedding. You should see it, Alex. And you can't stop them too. No, honestly, it's ludicrous. Drink, dance, and fornicate is all they do. I mean, really, can we not have one party that doesn't pertain to the outside way I eat others' privates? I decided I like him. Fine. Not a problem. Alex, hold still for me. Aeon clasps my hand around his own, placing a spiny finger beneath my wrist. As Aeon touches me, Logan exhales tensely. The mole has gone completely still. I assume he's taking my pulse. Heartbeat is normal. He pulls the drawer open and fumbles around for something inside. He finds what he's looking for quickly. Is that a flashlight? Yep, hold still. Without warning, he switches it on and steadies my head, sighting it directly into my eyes. Ow. Eyes open, please. Where did you get a working flashlight from? Gift from the house. People delaying is fine. Aeon puts the torch back in the cupboard, then peers into my eyes through his thick goggles. Age? I'm not sure exactly. I think about 20. Outweighs are the same, going by the simian features. What? In face simian, just as I thought. Logan scowls at Aeon, looking confused. Simian, there are no primates in Alea. You're looking at one, Aeon. His confused expression deepens. Humans are not primates. Different genus, how? Just like you. Non-canines are primaritas, are they? I'm confused. The cipher text call him Homo sapien. Explain. That also means human. But you just said it. It's just a poor guy's frustration. He just can't wrap his head around all this. I feel like a child. This is why I do not talk to you about these things, Aeon. Rubbish. You talk to me all the time. Not about the old knowledge. You. A black one. You who charge about in those black zones without second thought, scared of the old knowledge. Crazy. Innocence, Alex. I'm here for you. So, just to confirm, no memories at all? No. He peers very closely at me. I try to look into his eyes, but the outlandish goggles are so thick I'm not convinced he even has any. Can you see with those on? Can I see? Hi, Alex. I can't see without them. Lower your head, then. Let's see that skull of yours. I'll do as he asks, lowering my head to his level. He places his huge small hands on either side of my face and carefully brushes through my hair. But what are... Checking for trauma. You're touching him. Hey, don't you go giving me jealous dog. Nobody likes jealous dog, remember? Logan bares his teeth. Really? With the teeth, the growling, the snarling, distracting. Logan, cool it. We talked about this. Sorry, he doesn't like it when people touch me. You never change, do you, honestly? The husky grumbles something incoherent, stepping even closer to me as Aeon continues to spread in my head. Lift your chin up. Let's check your airways. Aeon puts his hands on my throat, gently pressing down. Aeon, careful with him. He'll smile. I'm checking for traumatic brain injury and tracheal inflammation. Please start off for a moment. Aeon releases me. I feel strange, like I just got the freakiest head massage in LA. Logan, tell me about this pod you found him in. Large still, ovoid in shape. Nope, her enough. Don't know it. Can't say. Suspended animation, maybe. Time for some tests. He hops off his stool and bumbles over to the storage containers littered about the hut, clambering amongst them in search of something. While he's searching, I give Logan a curious glare. You know Aeon well? I do. So, will you trust him to help me? You did promise to rein your jealousy in. His ears flatten guiltily. I'm trying. Our conversation is halted by a loud clattering as Aeon fumbles through his mountain of junk. No, where is it? Ah, here. Aeon turns back to us with a syringe in his grasp. Logan growls. You'll clean it. Logan, have I? Honestly, who do you take me for? It's impossible to ignore Logan's throat vibrating threateningly as Aeon draws the syringe closer to my arm. Before the needle can make contact, stop, you're going to hurt. Logan! Aeon sighs, his patience with Logan have apparently reached its end. Logan, dear Logan, my best boy, hound. The monk grabs the bemused husky's paw and clasps it, placing his other hand on top of him and patting it gently. Dear hound, all this, the snarling, standing, staring, it's too much, it's distracting. I can see you've taken responsibility for Alice, that's fine. I'm not asking you to change. But I can't help him with you breathing down our necks, so please, from the bottom of my heart, with kind regard, sincerely, if I may be so bold, will you mind fucking off for a while? Logan snatches his paw back and shoots me an outraged scowl. I am not leaving. I'll be okay, Logan. No. But as I've come to admire the hound, his behavior is getting ridiculous. You promise this isn't going to work? You're just going to stand there and growl at him. I'm responsible for you. I'm not leaving. He's more stubborn than I imagined, but I have an idea. Could you at least get more Don Lily then? My cut really hurts. His eyes widen at me. You are in pain? After you grabbed me on the way here, yeah, it's a bit stiff. His ears droop, and he avoids my eye. I am sorry. It's okay. I pat his arm, smiling. When I touch him, his ears perk up, his tail twitches. If you get me another dose for the pain, I'll forgive you. Quite suddenly, his eyes narrow at me irritably. He clearly knows I'm trying to manipulate him. He doesn't like it. Sorry, I really need Aeon's help. Please, just let him speak to me alone. I'll tell you everything we find out afterwards. You could go back to your class. You did promise to hear what they learned about today. Those kids need you. Sounds like you made a promise to Alice, Logan. You know you can trust me, don't you? Hound, trust me? That seems to do the trick. His face softens. I'll trust you, Aeon. Alex, if you are sure, I will leave you with Aeon. I smile at him. Thanks, Logan. But he doesn't move. He just stares at us. Logan, those crystal eyes narrow at me again, and he finally relents. The husky begins to stoop out of the hut, turning back before leaving the door. You will be careful with him. Hound, go! I'll see you in a bit, Logan. When the final grunt of dissatisfaction, the door slams shut and Logan departs. If I didn't know better, I'd say he quite likes you. I feel my cheeks burning. He's just, do you know why he's acting like that? I'm no psychologist, so no. Part of the canine charm, perhaps, although I must say, never seen him quite this bad, not since he was younger anyway. You know him a long time? Ah. Aeon smiles fondly. He was a difficult lad to deal with when he came of age. Troubled mind, very troubled. Bit of a rough childhood, you could say. Never had any consistent guidance. So he caused a lot of trouble. There weren't many with the patience to put up with him, save for Travonia. She tried harder than anyone to keep him in line. When I visited the clan, I spent time with him. Came to think of him as a bit of an adopted son. I did. My eyes widened. You were like a father to him. Oh, yes. I know him well. All those tantrums and emotional breakdowns, guess who taught him to his senses? Me. But enough of that, let's talk about you now. You, and only you. Wholesale still as can be. With a huge mole mint on my shoulder to steady me, and pierces the ceilings into my upper arm, I wince. What exactly are you doing with my blood? Checking for signs of affliction. You think that makes male birth rate so low? I thought nobody knew what caused it. Oh, no, Aeon knows. Affliction is a positive strand or an A virus. Bet no one told you that. No, they didn't. That's because no one knows what a virus even is. They don't. Aeon chuckles as he pops a pair of glass test tubes into a stand, filling each with a sample of blood freshly extracted from my arm. Hereditary, highly infectious, highly incurable too. Here's the catch: no symptoms, not even a cough, totally inconsequential until you have a child. Aeon nods. Think about their healthy male birth rate. That's crazy. Where did it come from? Who knows? I've been trying to figure that out for decades. I have nothing. Do you know anything about the cascade? Afraid not, boy. Afraid not. The mole lays several small strips of paper out on the shelf. He carefully adds a drop of my blood to each one, while curiously trying to make sense of this peculiar mole. He's quite something. Logan mentioned you were an Altamont once. What are they like? Not much to tell about them. Cultists and rolls of dust. They believe technology is sacred and hoard the old knowledge for themselves. He makes an exaggerated shake of his head. Nonsense. Ironic, though, eh? Science and spirituality coming together like that. Aeon bumbles back across the room to fumble through more containers. Want someone to blame for the death of progress in these times? Blame it all monks. Who do they trust to maintain their sacred technology? On themselves, leave the primitive clans in they say, and keep the knowledge for themselves. Seems like corruption is still alive and well in L.A., Is that why you left them? Aeon shrugs, he only half paying attention to me. I watch him fumble with various chemicals and beakers as he blends my blood into all sorts of mixtures. Bit of a technicality that I never properly joined them. Now you tell me something, omnivore. Huh? You, humans, you're omnivores. Oh, yeah. Thought as much. And the tailbone, what's that about? Is it cut off at birth? Or a coming of age ritual, yes? No, we just don't have tails. Bah, there goes my theory. He makes a casual gesture towards a human skull he is sitting in one of his containers. I wince. Not much to be gathered from them. How long have humans been extinct exactly? Ian blows a raspberry with his cheeks, giving me a half-hearted shrug. 4 to 500 years, give or take, a century or two. Nobody knows. Nobody. Human remains are near impossible to come by. Will you permit me a few more tests? Just want to see what I can make of you. So that's why I'm here. Gran, what's a little hair off that hair of yours? Over the next hour or two, Aeon conducts a number of tests on me. They weren't invasive, and he frequently mentioned how limited he was by his primitive equipment, but he seems to know what he's talking about. I haven't worked up the courage to tell him anything more about my condition yet. Positive, so I'm infected. You're infected, the Flexen has you, but see the pale color on your test strip? For anyone else, it would be deep green. What does that mean, you ask? It means very early incubation. You were infected recently. If I had to guess how long, I'd say about 2 days. Spot on. That's how long I've been awake. I probably caught it from Logan. There isn't any cure. Alex, everyone here is infected. Everyone is hereditary. The only way to escape an infection is have been born before it even existed and sealed in a tomb until now. So the suspended animation theory is looking likely. Exactly, that means you, dear Alex, are at least 500 years old, perhaps even up to 1,000. Tell me, Alex, does Zephyr have technology to induce suspended animation? And not to my knowledge of them it's hard to describe. None of this explains why bodies in my head. That ought to satisfy Travonia. I twist my mouth uncertainly. I've gotten more answers from him in an hour than anyone else has in 2 days. He hasn't once treated me with fear or disrespect. Aeon is completely unpretentious. He's been nothing but kind to me. He's fiercely intelligent and very wise. He isn't bound to the level of ignorance the rest of the tribe seems to be. I don't think I'm going to get a better opportunity than this. If I want some real answers, I'm going to have to give him something. What if there was something I haven't said? I don't think it'll come up on those tests. No? Travonia was really suspicious of me, so I sort of kept this a secret even from Logan. I can't explain it myself, and I'm not sure how they'll react. I was planning on asking you, but personal is it? Not exactly. Something's wrong with me. Eh? What is it? Rash? No, it's infection. No. Allergic reaction to canine hair. No. Aeon, it's alright. Look, you just promise me you won't freak out. Alex, please, if further, you can't freak me out. I bet I can. Well, thing is, where to begin? Can you check inside my head? Like, do I have anything there that shouldn't be? Even through the goggles, I can feel Aeon stare. He crosses his arms, his mouth thinning at me. And why would I need to do that, Alex? Just what are you expecting me to find in that skull of yours? I'm only realizing now how absurd I must sound without telling him about Bite, but that still feels like a step too far. Because I think there's a chance I'm not actually human, or at least if I am, I'm a really fucked up one. There are things I can do that humans can't. I can move in ways I didn't think I could. I don't need to breathe or eat anything. I know things that I shouldn't. Aeon frowns curiously at me. Seems like you have some odd qualities. Given the circumstances of your arrival, I suspected something might not be quite right. You did? Well, shouldn't I have? I mean, a living human. That's impossible. None of this was going to be straightforward. You say you can't eat. When was your last meal? I shrugged. As far as I know, I've never eaten anything in my life. And you said you can't breathe. No, I can, but I don't have to. I can hold my breath indefinitely. I know it seems crazy, but we'll watch. I pointed my mouth and started breathing. Aeon's eyes narrow, but he eventually catches on to what I'm doing and watches curiously. After a minute of silence, the mole takes my hand again and takes my pulse a second time while I continue to hold my breath. At least 3 minutes pass and Aeon's looking increasingly confounded. Still got a steady heartbeat, peculiar, alarming peculiar. So you see what I mean? I'm clearly not normal, right? Interesting. So what functions do you still have? Sleep, drink? I still sleep. I haven't had to drink much. How's your mind? Do you feel your emotions are in working order? I say so. I've been feeling anxious. Understandable. Do you have a sexual drive? My mind immediately jumps to images of Logan and my face reddens. I'll take that, Scouts, yes. Am I really that easy to read? So, do you know what might be wrong with me? Couldn't say. Everything about you is perfectly normal. On the outside, at least. Inside, who knows? All these traits leave me pondering. What does your stomach look like? Your lungs? How are they functioning? How is any of this possible? I think I have a computer chip inside my brain. The mole looks at me as though I've gone totally mad. Computer chip. Oh, Alex, you're getting into old knowledge that only the Autobots could possibly comprehend. The breathing, eating, a computer chip wouldn't explain all that away. Computers weren't magical. Do you know much about computers or AI? AI? Oh, you mean the ancient Zephyr machine intelligence. Afraid not. In any case, I don't have the means to look in your head. Not without a very, very sharp knife. Rather you didn't lobotomize me, to be honest. Yes, me too. Not ideal. Any chance of getting to this pod you were found in? Logan says Devil's Crag is swarming with demons now. It'll be a while before it's safe again. Could the all monks help us? Aeon barks a sudden explosion of laughter at me. Really now? Why would they want to help you, Alex? Why wouldn't they? No, why would they? I crossed my arms indignantly. They revere Zephyr technology. I'm a living Zephyr. The mole shakes his head sadly. Not quite. They don't reveal technology. They reveal knowledge. Without any memory, you've none to offer them. So what? That's it? No one can help me? I just don't know what to suggest, Alex. Your issues aren't exactly normal. No way. I don't know anything about your condition. I've never heard anything like it. Damn it, I just wanted this mystery to end. The boiling frustration is starting to get to me. Where do I go from here? Aeon was my only side. Now I'm back at square one. Now I wish to say something I regret. I direct my annoyance into a growl of anguish. Oh, don't you start growling at me now, mister. Sorry, that wasn't at you. This whole thing is so messed up. I take a breath. Aeon pouts thoughtfully. You know, the almost do have a particular machine. It can take pictures of your insides. My head perks up, eyes wide with interest. Like an X-ray machine? And if your condition could be identified, they would be the ones to do it. If they couldn't, that in itself would be alarming. They know everything. I don't think asking the Almonts for help is a good idea, Alex. They're the most powerful people in Alea. They are. How? Are they great warriors or something? Oh, no. Pacifists, but Alex, the Almonts have monopolized our progress. People will tell you technology is dead. It isn't. It's laying out there in the black zones. Much of it is still functional. Any black water will tell you. No, technology is alive and well, but knowledge is that's dead. All that technology is useless when nobody knows how to use it. Invents is gone, Alex. You want plumbing for your clan, freezers to preserve your food, electricity, you go to the Aloe monks. They hold all the knowledge and it's not for selling. In return, they can have anything they want. Protection, salvage weapons, supplies, they control progress, Alex. They pull the strings. In spite of the corruption described by the Aloe monks, I stand firm. If they can help me, I'll take the risk. I'll make a deal with them, whatever it takes. Alex, I'm not sure. I need to know what's wrong with me, whether it's important. I could help. You could help. Surely they listen to you. You used to be one of them. Aeon scratched his chin with one of his long claws, his face flat. I'm pretty darn curious about your condition myself. How about this? Tomorrow morning, you and I visit the Great Barrier. I'll ask them to give you an audience. Okay, great. But you will have to let me handle them. I make no promise that they'll agree to see you. I'll meet you at Logan's lodge. We'll go together, yes? Alright, tomorrow morning. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery, yep. Yes, indeed. But now, if you'll excuse me, Alex, I'll have to ask you to leave. I promised Travonia I'll meet with her. You're not going to tell her about... No. I'll say nothing. Not for the moment. I'll tell her you're perfectly human, since I have no proof otherwise, and that's that. But Alex, you must tell Logan today. You must. The Hound does not like being lied to. Your responsibility. He needs to know about this. He does. I'm not sure that's a good idea. He won't understand. He's a smart dog, he is. If we could do with his help tomorrow, the Almonts usually prefer to deal with black runners. In any case, I'll go and meet with Travonia right now. With a new sense of purpose, a hop up to my feet. Thanks, Aeon, for everything. I really don't know how I got here, but say no more. We'll figure it out. I'll see you in the morning, Alex. Aeon ushers me towards the door. I say my final goodbyes before leaving this laboratory. It's late afternoon. The daytime sun is beginning its early descent into the horizon. Well, that could have gone better. It could have gone worse. Perhaps you should think about telling Logan now. I don't know. Just say the same thing you told Aeon. He doesn't need to know about me. I'll see what happens. We got some answers today, at least. It still feels like we're chasing one tail after another. What else do you propose? The only other lead is taking the pot Logan found us in, and that's not an option right now. My breath through steadied my nerves and set off into the village to find Logan. It doesn't take me long to spot his gigantic frame. I see him at the village square, marching towards me. He has a small package in his paw wrapped up in a gray cloth. Alex. I wave to him as he jogs over. I was just coming to find you. You'll learn things? Sort of. Yes, right. We proved that I'm not from here. I, like 500 years old at least, probably more. You are the last Zephyr. He doesn't seem surprised by this. I figured he always suspected as much. To be honest, so did I. Yeah, Aeon and I have a plan. What is it? He's wearing an odd expression. He wants to tell me something, but he's too nervous. Logan? His ears flattened, his eyes flicked to the side. What's gotten him so worked up? Are you okay? Yes, I have something for you. Oh, thank you. I assume he's talking about the package in his paw. He doesn't give it to me yet. What is it? The husky jolts to his senses and holds the package out for me. It is a gift. A what? My cheeks have flushed bright red. I'm just staring at the package he's holding out to me, dumbfounded. What, for me? From you? Take it. I'm flattered, but completely bewildered by the unexpected gesture. I take the package from him stiffly. It's a lovely gesture, but it feels very forced, unnatural even. I'm not sure what his motivation is here. Nevertheless, I give him a smile and go along with it. Thank you. I carefully open the cloth and let the gift fall into my palm. It looks like a necklace. Hanging from the end of the chain is a small golden bullet for a pistol of some kind. It is an amulet. A bullet? Oh, it's a bullet chain. It is. I found the parts of my Cyrus box. You made this? Just now? It's just a random token. I appreciate it completely, but why did he do this? This is really nice. Thanks, Logan. He manages a smile. I give him one in return for some of my gratitude. What made you decide to get me this? He says flattened and he looks away shamefully. It is an apology. Apology for what? Hurting you. When? My gratitude hurt you. Wait, was he apologizing for? Is this because I asked him for more donately? I'd only said that to give myself time along with Aeon. Logan. He looks at me. His face flat was saying, "You don't have to apologize for that. It was an incident. It's nothing." He still avoids my eye. "It is not nothing. I did not mean it." "I know you didn't, but hey." I give him a pat on the shoulder. He seemed to respond well to being touched earlier. Sure enough, as my hand makes contact with his tail bounces as his ears flick up. He looks down at me. "I already forgave you. I know you didn't mean it. You didn't even really hurt me. It's probably just because the dawn lily wore off." I said, "I've been more careful. You are mine." I frowned at him. "Keep saying that. What does it mean? I'm not your property." "That is not what it means. I am responsible for you. You are my acolyte." "Is that really all it is? I expect there's more to it." I'm starting to tune into his dominant behaviors. Some are quite subtle, others are more blatant. Perhaps it's just a canine thing, as Aeon suggested. I expect the reason is far more human. "Well, it's okay. I forgive you. I promise." Maybe he'll appreciate it if I just change the topic. "Did you get to see your class again?" "I did. I have also been to the shaman. She has given me a healing poultice for your cut. We will return to my lodge and apply it. Okay? I'll tell you what happened with Aeon when we get there." He's looking at me very closely. I'm very confused by his intense stare. Then I spot his eyes flick down for a heartbeat to the necklace in my hand. I bluntly put the thin chain around my hair. He seems to relax after that. Thanks, Logan. I love it. Come." He turns his back to me and begins to walk off. I follow, trying to keep pace with his larger strides. "Hey, Logan." Why are you so possessive of me? Is it, something that hounds do, or?" He eyes me up as we walk, his mouth twisted in anguish. Once again, I can tell he's having trouble saying what he wants to say. "I do not want to lose another acolyte." "Hey, I'm tougher than I look, okay? I'm not about to let any demons kill me. That will not happen. You will be a good black runner." "I do not want you to leave." "Why would I leave?" "It has happened before." I remember. He mentioned that his other acolyte left to be trained by someone else. I know that isn't the root of his insecurity, but it probably hurt him pretty bad. "Well, I'm not going anywhere." "How come your previous acolyte left?" "See." He doesn't answer. He just looks sad. "I have a theory." "Was he close to you?" "Like really close?" "Yes." "Like really, really close?" "Yes, he was good." He doesn't quite get what I'm hinting at. I meant, were you more than friends? Were you together?" I explained. "As lovers or something?" "We were not lovers." I figure from his candidness that he's telling the truth. So much for my theory. "Oh, okay. I just wanted, is all." "She did not like me." "Did something happen?" "No, she simply did not like me." "You didn't do anything to make her think like that." "No, she did not like me, that is all." "She did not like how I spoke to her. She thought I was slow-witted and a bad mentor, so she left." "What a bitch." His crystal eyes stab at me furiously, as though I just assaulted his own mother. "Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that in a bad way. I only meant that she sounds unkind." Logan's brow raises. "Oh, wait. Bitch means female dog, right?" "Sorry, hound." "Is it offensive to you to say bitch?" I said it again. "Sorry." The husky shakes his head. I catch him smirking as we start walking again. "You are strange. Not the first time you said that." "It is true. Next you'll tell me I'm small too." "You are small." "You are big." That is good. I shrug. It's not good or bad, it's just you. You're a big guy. You are a small guy. Yes, sure. Come on then, big guy. Lead the way. When I call him that, I notice his tail twist and his ears flick. Wordlessly, we make our way back to his lodge. With every step, the knot of anxiety in my chest tightens, knowing that all the good will I'm building with him could collapse the moment he finds out the truth about me. Will you light another fire tonight? Yes, I have meat to cook. Sit on the bed. As we enter the lodge, Logan gestures for me to take a seat. I do so, and he produces a glass jar from his satchel. He opens it and sniffs the contents, recalling in disgust with his face scrunched up. That doesn't look good. It does not smell good either. What is it? A healing poultice from the Simons. We will apply it after removing your stitches. Logan sits down on the bed next to me. He's holding a small scalpel made of bone. I nod and quickly tug my hoodie and tunic off. For a moment, he just stares at my chest. Hey. Yes. Push the paw on my side to keep me still and carefully sniffs the stitches loose one by one. I try to ignore the discomfort and instead enjoy the sensation of his paw pads against my bare skin. Every now and then I feel them flex and gently squeeze my side. Beneath his touch I feel a wave of warmth. He really does have a magic touch. You okay? Huh? I'm fine. Your face is wet. Oh. God damn it. Your paw pads feel kinda nice. I genuinely didn't mean to say that. It just stood out. I just mean I'm not used to them. He pauses for a moment, smiling to himself. Out of nowhere, he suddenly takes his free paw away from my side and holds it facing upwards in front of me. Touch them. My face immediately burns. He's never been so forward before. He really wants to, but wouldn't it be weird? That's okay. I was curious. It's okay. Touch him. He smiles at me and wriggles his massive paw as though to entice my curiosity. I feel myself swigging bashfully. Geez, what's wrong with me? Why have I made such a mess about him today? I push my reservation aside and give in to temptation, placing my hand on top of his and gently grazing my fingertips over his pads. His paws are twice the size of my hand, at least. I should almost hold one of his fingers with my entire grasp. His fur is like a velveteen mattress that turns my skin to honey. How are you so soft? All Aeon hounds have thick pelts. Taking care not to move too much as he cuts my stitches off, I run my thumb over the largest of his pad and the center of his palm. They feel like warm polished rubber, a little firmer than skin, but still pleasant to the touch. I press down slightly on the central pad with my thumb. He jumps a little. Sorry, was that? It is fine. They are sensitive. Once I let go of Logan's paw with a sheepish grin, he cocks his head at me curiously. Man, I feel fuzzy after that. I basically just held his hand or paw, whatever. I still can't decide what they are. I am strange to you. Not anymore. When I first saw you, I was a bit shocked. My kind were not common, and several times. I don't know, I only remember humans. Logan sits up, inspecting his handiwork, and looked down my cut to see that all the stitches had been taken out cleanly. The wound itself doesn't even look that bad. The cut wasn't as deep as I thought it was. I should put the salve on. It will help you heal faster. He grabs a glass jar and opens it. The stench hits me immediately and I fight the urge to gag. Logan dabs the green sludge into my cut. There isn't any pain and the salve is quickly absorbed by my skin. Tell me if you're greeting with Aeon. How am I going to navigate this? Well, like I said, he says I'm from before the Cascade, just as the chief suspected. He also thinks that pod you found me in was keeping me preserved in my sleep. Aeon doesn't know anymore, but the all monks might. He agreed to ask for their help on my behalf. He and I are going to visit them tomorrow. Logan's gaze turns sour. You are not going without me. You don't have to. They will want something in return, Alex. They always do. I am responsible for you, and I am coming. I grimace. Maybe I should go with Aeon alone. Logan gives me an uncertain look. I'm used to his strange glares at this point, but this one lingers. What? There are things you are not telling me, Alex. I will not be upset. Tell me why you are visiting the other monks. I don't want you to worry. It is because you do not eat. I'm like, he knows that? He's stubborner than I thought. How? You told me you ate at the village yesterday. I checked. You did not. You lied. He knew all along? Damn it. Look at I. Tell me why you do not breathe. Huh? You do not breathe. I know this. I got at him. How could he possibly have known that? Did Aeon tell you? No, you talk in your sleep. I listened. Bite, is that true? I don't know. I never. Tell me who Bite is. When he says Bite's name, my chest tightens inside. It's surreal hearing him say it out loud. Uh-oh. You talk to him in your sleep. Bite, that's Alex, he knows. No, Sid, what did I do? I don't know. Come clean. See what happens. Alex, there's nothing else to it. He's already figured enough out for himself. Bite, here's it, I'm telling him about you. What? No, he won't understand. He already knows it's my decision. I live in here too, dickhead. Alex. Logan? We can still explain our way out of this. No, shut up. Logan, promise me you won't freak out. You think I would be afraid? Oh, I got it. Just tell him I'm a friend from your past. Let me handle this. I know. Alex, you're acting strange. Shit. I can't tell who I'm talking to. Sorry, I didn't mean. Oh. Tell him it's a memory that you suppress. That's why you say my name in your... Cut it out, Bite. Look, there's something else inside my... You're still talking to me. God damn it. Alex, tell me what is wrong. Both of you just shut up for a second. Both. I grinned his claw at my scalp in frustration. Logan, there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with. No, there really is. Raised my voice in frustration, then clenched my jaw and inhaled through my nostrils to try to calm down. This is going to be difficult. By this, he's in my head, and I have no idea how he got there. I wanted to tell you earlier, I tried to, but you didn't listen, but you didn't understand. I don't know how to explain this without sounding like a total idiot. To my surprise, Logan puts his huge paw on my shoulder and squeezes. Under the pressure of his touch, I feel totally enswayed by his massive comforting presence. Alex is okay. I'm listening. I sat back at him, struck by the warmth behind his ardent blue eyes. I tried to smile back. Okay, Logan. I thought you'd turn on me if I told you. I suppose I'm not a demon or anything. You have a reason to think this. This Bite is an AI that's trapped in my head. I do not understand. Bite is in your dreams. I take a breath. I only have one chance at getting this across in a way he might understand. No, Bite is another person, sort of. he's an artificial intelligence. These are minds that are made, not born. Yes, that's why I tried to tell you about them earlier. I tapped my head with my finger. He's been here since I woke up, but he's just as confused about all of this as I am. It's like I'm two people in one body. I'm confused. I see only you. Only I can see him, but he's there. I don't know how, Logan. Please just don't hate me. His ears flick back. Bite can hear me. Yeah, he sees and hears everything I do. I can do things humans shouldn't be able to do. I falter, unable to formulate the right words. There's something wrong with me, and Aeon couldn't explain it either. I want to figure this out, but I can't do it alone. Please. You're the only one we really trust. I feel Logan's gentle grasp of my shoulder and Bite's sympathetic presence in the back of my head. Alex, look at me, now. Look up, my face shrinking in fear of his judgment. Logan stares straight through me. Alex is mine. You understand? I'm speaking to you. Bite. Excuse me? You are not hurt him. Hey, tell him to get fuck. Hold on, Bite. It's okay, Logan. He's a friend. I do not trust him. Oh, seriously? He thinks he can pull his jealous dog act on me? Tell this Bite that I do not trust him. He says he doesn't. Tell him that I can hear him. He can hear you. Good. Now make him tell you where he is. He says he wants to know what. Tell him I've been watching over your peachy smooth ass way longer than he has. Tell him to get fucked. I grimace. Alex, so it's hard to listen to both of you together. He's on our side. He does not belong in your head. Tell him to leave. He can't. He stepped there. I do not believe him. Oh, so I'm a liar now, too. The audacity of this dog. He's not exactly thrilled with you, either. To you, too, you giant furry asshole. Everyone goes quiet for a moment. Logan sits on the bed beside me. I stare down at my lab and guiltily avoid his eye. You did not tell me this before. Travonia wanted to lock me up just for existing. If I had told her about Bite, she would have. We cannot tell her. And look over at him, eyes wide. No one else must know this black one in business. Bite is a construct of the old knowledge. Yeah, AI like him used to live in computers. Except for machines, but you are not a machine. I don't think I am. You are unsure. Tell him your microchip theory. I think maybe, I don't know, I have a computer chip in my brain or something. I do not understand. This is why I need to see the other monks. Aeon said only they might know about this stuff. So you're not angry with me? He tilts his hat at me. You are my acolyte, and I'm responsible for you. We will learn where you and Bite have come from. We will speak to the other monks to provide their insight. We will. He falters. You are important. We will find out the truth. He shoots me an encouraging smile. I manage to force a smile back to him. I would like to fire. As Logan gets up and fumbles about creating a fire, I take a breath to steady myself. I feel a great weight lifted from my shoulders. Well, that's that then. I can't believe he didn't freak out. Just remember you were mine before you were his. Don't you start with that. You're both going to have to learn to get on. He better learn to trust me then. Could you give me some time alone with him? Talking to you both at the same time is really hard. Sure. We'll catch up when you're asleep, okay? Nice Bite. Soon enough, Logan has another crackling fire going. I have no idea what to feel right now. He's taken all this completely in his stride. I should have trusted my instincts and told him sooner. Logan sits cross-legged on the floor in front of the flame, sitting in the fire. It does look pretty enticing. I'm starting to feel cold again. I move over and sit opposite to him with the flames between us. No. Huh? Here. He taps his fist against the floor beside me. Next to you? My face reddens. Okay. Fighting to keep my lust at bay, I suffer well until I'm next to him. We're both silent. He eyes me from the side, and I do the same. His tail flicks just once behind him. You're small. I smile at him. Why does he keep saying that? I really taught to bite in my sleep. You spoke of hypothetical kittens. I grin, shaking my head. You heard that? Wow. When did you figure out something was up? When you refuse food for the third time, you do not breathe when you sleep. I listened to you as you slept heavy, and the things you spoke of were true. Bite is still listening. Oh no, he can come out and go. You trust this Aeon creature? I do. He's done nothing but help me since I woke up. He's got these functions that have been really useful. I do not understand. Like, he can tell me about something just by looking at it. He can find solutions to problems I can't. He can make me move faster and stronger, things humans shouldn't be able to do. It's how I can speak your language. When I first woke up, I couldn't understand you. He's translating for us. We're still learning about his capabilities. That is useful. I still do not understand what an AI creature is. Explain. It's just AI, artificial intelligence. He was created using science theory, the old knowledge. It's like the same way you create a painting of a mountain. It might look like a real mountain, but it isn't, you know? To my surprise, Logan smiles in understanding. Mia is a painter. Her paintings make me feel sad and happy. They're real feelings. If the painting makes you feel, then the mountain is real. Bite is real to you. Full of little wisdom, just hound. He certainly acts like a real person. He's got this thing he calls a personality matrix. Logan's face tightens in confusion. It means he copies my behavior. So if I'm sarcastic, he becomes sarcastic. If I swear, he swears back. As a child might copy his parent. You really okay with all this? I thought you'd be freaking out. Logan's gaze turns to the fire, his bright eyes glittering from the light of the flames. I am a black runner, as are you. It is our duty to understand things others cannot. Like demons? Mine goes to the fire too. I was worried you think I was a demon, or that Bite was one. Because he believed the demons are also made of this AI technology, I did not believe that. What else could they be? I do not think of them. It's Dad, our cook, and have meat from the village. He reaches behind him and grabs a small package wrapped in parchment. Inside is a particularly large cut of beef. A thought occurs to me. Where did that meat come from? Cow. Right, but I hesitate not wishing to cause offense. You are confused. What is the cow? Like you? No, they are not bipeds. They are feral. They come from the farms. Bipeds, is that what you guys are called? That's guys. You know, beast people. He snorts with amusement as he places a slab of beef onto a small stone plate and slides it into the heat of the fire. You are also a biped. But I'm not half beast, I'm just a human. Aeon says you're half primate. Man, that really confused him. I laugh it off. Don't worry, I'll just roll with it. Roll. You are not round enough to roll. I chuckle and pat his arm. He's so cute, his tail flicks at my touch. Don't worry, just another human saying. Okay, cool. There's a break in the conversation. My skin turns the southwest under the height of the fire, and I feel the weight and my body started to drag me down. I'm exhausted again, although I really don't seem to have much energy. It's not even that late in the evening yet. Logan's beard is starting to smell good, even with a total lack of hunger. He looks at me after a moment, his eyes widen as though he just realized something. Alex, I'm sorry. I did not think. I should not eat when you are present. It is cruel. Huh? Oh no, it's fine. I don't. I haven't really considered how I feel about not needing food. On one hand, it's actually kind of convenient. On the other, something that makes me quintessentially human has been taken from me, which is demoralizing. I don't really care. You do not miss food? I don't remember it. You remember apples. I laugh. I guess I did. There's no accident. What do you mean? Apples were important to you. You remember them for a reason. I hadn't thought of it like that. I look at him whilst he prepares his food. He's being so supportive. He's not angry. He's not freaking out. He's not running off to tell anyone. My hand snakes up to my chest, navigating beneath my top and visiting thoughtfully with the necklace he got me. I don't understand. Why is he looking out for me? Thank you. For... My voice cracks. I feel myself getting emotional. A person builds behind my face. I'm just an idiot lost in a strange world with no idea what I'm doing. I don't deserve him. For everything, I'm sorry. I'm so delicious. For everything, I'm sorry. I'm so useless. You are not useless. You have already achieved much. You are my acolyte. He finally knows everything. I can finally be myself, fully myself. I would have been scared for my life over this. Now I feel lighter and frail. Out of nowhere, a tear rolls from my eye. I quickly rub it off. Sorry, I'm a mess. I sniff. I guess it's been rough, not being able to tell anyone. You have much to offer. I frown at him. What do you mean? He pulls a stone plate out from the fire, flipping the meat with a skewer before pushing it back. You are not an accident. I did not trust you at first, but then I saw that you had wit. I realized you were telling the truth. Come on, I don't have wit. Those were memories, not instincts. I am a Zephyr. That's why. You misunderstand. Wit is memory, just as it is instinct. I'm about to consider what he just said. Watch him adjust his meal as it cooks. All black ones, descendants of the four black waters. Their memories run through our veins. Our creed is based on each of them. It is why we are chosen selectively. You must share this lineage. Not anyone can face the black stones. It does not matter if the memories are yours or those of the four. It is still wet. I can already think of a few holes in that, but I am a human. You are. Are you suggesting that the first black ones were human? Perhaps. What matters that your wit is real. It is your memories, the ones you still have, even if they are beyond reach right now. I lean back and stare at him. Travonia told me he didn't have a spiritual side, but he clearly does. We fall into silence for a while. Before long, he's munching away on his evening meal. I sit quietly beside him, keeping myself warm by the fire. You should rest. Tomorrow morning we are visiting the Great Barrier to see the other monks. Is it far from here? It is not. Do you think they'll agree to help? No, they will ask something of us first. I look at him apprehensively. Like what? I do not know, but they are very precise in what they need. He takes another bite of his meal, then his nostrils flare in annoyance. What's wrong? The mating troopers arrive in 2 nights. I have forgotten. There will be an indulgence. We must attend. There will be an indulgence. We must attend. What? You're making me go to the orgy? The hound growls in irritation. It disrespected of us. I am a notable member of the Draconic clan, as are you now. The indulgence and tradition. Our absence will be noted. My face is burning. I'm really not comfortable with taking part in. His muzzle flicks over to me. You will not take part. Oh. Neither will I. You won't? I will not. So we're just going there to watch? To attend. It is expected. We will make an appearance, then leave. I go quiet. That's going to be interesting and slightly awkward with Logan there. I've been really curious about his opinion of the indulgence. We've not exactly talked about things like that before. I think back to little moments of affection we shared today. I feel like we bonded quickly. I don't see why I can't ask him. I'm kind of curious. Have you ever taken part in indulgence? He almost chokes on his food. Sorry. I'm okay. The hound takes a breath, dropping his meal back onto the stone plate, then turning to me. I have taken part. Oh? I have just gained my 20th year. The maiden true had arrived. He suddenly falters. You do not want to hear this story. Oh, sorry, is it sad? No, it is not sad, but you will judge me. I gave him a smile and an encouraging pat on the arm. His tail flicks happily. It was just an excuse to touch him, really. He seems to respond well to it. If you didn't judge me for bite, I won't judge you for this. He smiles at me. Alright, then I will tell you this story. The mating troop had arrived. I had gained my 20th year. Every mating troop consists of males that are highly practiced in their art. Each one has a troop master. The master oversees the troop and plans their routes. He plans relations with the chiefs. He maintains relations with the chiefs. I met with the troop master. He was called Aeon. He invited me to partake in the indulgence. I refused at first. You didn't want to? Logan's throat vibrates irritably. I wanted to, but for different reasons. To overcome my nerves, I took Flare. I was curious about its effects. What's Flare again? It brings one's desires to surface, inhibitions are lost under its influence. So it just makes you want to fuck everyone that moves? Logan chuckles. It listens to mine, and desires come to the surface without inhibition. It does not create desire where none existed before. This is what I experienced. I stared at him, totally absorbed. And what happened? I said I was curious for different reasons. I wanted to explore those reasons with me. Are you saying? Wait. You and him? Yes. You got with Aeon? Yes. You and the guys? Logan scowls. Yes. My heart jumps. He's gay too? Immediately my head floods with ideas. What if Bite was right? What if his curiosity about me was... Whoa there, Alex. Play it cool. This doesn't mean anything. You're still his acolyte, so behave. That's okay though. Being introduced is fine. So you're not attracted to women at all? I'm not. He winces. Atri's women are beautiful. Mia is beautiful, but I do not feel the same way for her. Did you and Aeon ever, again? Yes, the troop visited again many times. The last was 5 years ago. He's the only person you've ever been with? Yes. The husky whines. It is lonely. There are few men, few alike. He snorts. Like me, Aeon is the only one I have met. I hadn't considered that. Finding love as a gay guy must be impossible in LA. The ratio of women to men is so skewed towards the former. My chest flutters nervously. I open my mouth to say something but hesitate. He catches it. Alex, I was just thinking, One more now? I grin, his eyes widening at me. You also. Yeah? That is. He looks really surprised. I do not think humans could be. Why not? I had not considered it. Well, I am. I like guys, too. We look at each other. My cheeks flush a fierce shade of red, and I look away towards the fire as I fire off and Noah's grin. He does the same, tail flicking a few times. We must both be thinking the same thing, right? Or is it just me? Alex, yeah? You are. Smile. My gaze goes down into my lap as I fire off a smile. Thanks, big guy. Cause what am I doing? I shouldn't push it with him. It just doesn't feel right. It's one thing about him in that way, but to actually go there, he's a complicated guy with a real sensitive side. I don't want to mess with him. We fall into an awkward silence. I stare at the fire longingly, and he finishes up his meal. After a much longer break in conversation, I yawn loudly. You are tired. I seem to get exhausted really quickly. Bites taking your energy. I hadn't thought of that. Should we tell the hormones about Bite? I do not think so. Perhaps we will tell Aeon. He will know what to do. I yawn again. Alex, lay down. You're tired. Rest. Okay. I shuffle over to my blankets and pull them around me. Are you going to sleep too? Soon I will be quiet. Alright? I shut my eyes. Logan? They should looking after me. You will return the favor. How? We will see. Okay. Sleep heavy, Alex. Night, big guy. I've been wondering, where do you go when we're not talking? Like, can you still hear and see what's going on? You got a lot of space in your memory drives. I usually go into one of them. I can still hear, but not actively listening. Otherwise, I monitor your condition to make sure everything's functioning well. I'm still trying to get a comprehensive idea of how you work. I don't know as much about humans as I thought. But to answer your question, no, I don't watch what's happening with you when I'm not in your conscious mind, so you and Logan can have your privacy. That wasn't why I asked. Speaking of which, what do you see in that mud? Come on, he doesn't trust me. I've had your back since the second you woke up. He seems to trust us now. He trusts you. He doesn't trust me. I didn't think you were capable of getting this annoyed. I have been simulating a lot of emotions lately. Man, are they tiring. You say this personality matrix of yours makes you act like me, but we are not the same. You started using your own insults. Look at how you lay into Logan today. I've definitely never used the term PC smooth ass. Maybe I don't know, trying new language from complex morphological algorithms based on every one we encounter. That sounds like an AI excuse to me. There's clearly more to your program than you think. Humans are obsessed with emotions, I swear. So, how are you doing? Still feeling stressed out? I feel a lot better now that Logan knows about you. I think the Draconi are starting to get used to us. The clan might have accepted you for now, but there are still people out there who will be wary of you. Things could get even harder from here on out. Maybe, but I'm not alone anymore. I can handle it. I still can't believe Logan didn't freak out. He really trusts me, huh? Can you believe he's gay too? Like, what are the chances? What are the chances of that? Do you have the data? Oh, what? The levels of gay in the post-apocalypse? No. I'm just curious. You said he's been alone for 5 years. It must be hard. Yes, it must be. But I'll leave you to their mind that. But hey, what? Just because he's gay too? No, I'm his acolyte. With different species, it wouldn't be appropriate. Honestly, given his circumstances, I'm surprised he hasn't tried to fuck you already. You're insufferable. Put yourself in his place. You like guys, and the only other gay guy you know only comes around every 5 years. That's it. The attractive human male of suitable breeding age literally just appears, and you're going to be with him every day. Imagine that. Right, seriously, do not get me thinking about him in my sleep. What if he can hear us? Now, I put a firewall up around your conscious mind. Problem solved. No more sleep talking. Oh God, what if he heard us? Oh God, what if he heard us the other night? We talked about him. Don't like that. That wouldn't be for the best. We both know you'll never tell him yourself. I hate you. This reminds me you won't summon me while you two are getting busy. I don't need that kind of data burning into my code. You know what? Just wake me up. You know what? Teasing you is fun. Alright. I think it's time. Here we go. I gotta stop here now. So we learned that Logan is gay, and he's in the guise. There's somebody named Aeon who is the leader of a maiden of the I forgot what it's called. The main troop, yeah. So this guy named Aeon is the leader of a mating troop, and he asked Logan out. He agreed. Well, at first he didn't agree, but eventually he did, and ever since then, Logan's been lonely because the affliction. There are very few males. Most of the people, the animal beast people in the world now, are females. I think like last time or the video before, he mentioned that he was the only male out of, I think, 11 or 14 children, I think. But he was the only male out of a bunch of females. So, to be gay in a world mostly comprised of women, and most of the few men in the world are straight and going for women, that makes it even tougher for Logan, because it's very rare to see a gay guy around. Aeon's the only one, and I don't think any of the men in the village are gay either. So, men in this world make up just a fraction, and gay men are like a fraction of a fraction. So, that's twice as hard for Logan. So we're supposed to go see the other monks to see what they know about the MC, and if they can provide any help. Certainly they'll want something in return, so we'll see how that goes. And both the MC and Logan are supposed to participate in the indulgence, which is an orgy, where the mating troop comes and have sex with all the women in the village to increase their numbers, and as well as in the hope that some of the main troop might be able to produce a male child. So I remember Taki saying that it's basically just a big excuse for everybody to eat, sleep, have sex, and all that. So Well, it is largely true. It is very practical. I mean, some people might be a little grossed out by it, but the doses is a very practical event because there's very few people around, and most of them are females. There's very few males around, so you need to do that to increase your numbers. So, while it is a time of party, it is a very important event also. And the MC and Logan are supposed to attend. They're not supposed to. I mean, they decided not going to participate in it. Is there to make their presence known since Logan is a very prominent member of the tribe. Since he's the only black runner. He's the only black runner, so that's a big reason why he's considered a prominent member of the tribe. So he has to attend. So I'm thinking about a couple of videos, 2 or 3 videos, probably 3 videos away. We'll get to see the indulgence. But anyway, we're going to see about the arm monks if they can provide any help in the next video. And also, Logan seems to wonder if people like him existed during the times of the Zephyr, like before the Cascade. And the MC doesn't seem to remember. Now, I don't know if the world had, well, they talk so much about humans. They say that the Zephyr are humans, so apparently the bipeds, as they call themselves, the bipeds like Logan and everybody in the village, I don't think they've still been around. So this is something that even Logan is wondering about, how they came to be. How did all these 7-foot, 8-foot bipeds come to be? I don't know if somebody, perhaps a Zephyr, perhaps created them, or kind of like did some kind of experiments that created intelligent biped people, or perhaps the Cascade itself somehow, I'm not sure, but apparently something must have happened for there to be bipeds, beastmen now, since they are now the dominant group on Earth. I think eventually the game will figure out about that. So that's all Soulcreek for now. All the information for the game is in the description box below. Thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.